ดูดูว่าในช่องว่า
जो लीन जिसका ललित ओइमार दलबी कुमार और विश्वा लर्निंग उन लोग का इतना बुरा हालत जो ह्यूमन राइट्स के एगेंस्ट में किया गया तो हम लोग आर्टिकल 22(1) और आर्टिकल 22 में जो दिखाई दे रहा था हम लोग का फॉलो नहीं करके जैसे ह्यूमैनिटी का अंदर में ये कवर नहीं करके इतना जैसा टॉर्चर और इतना बुरी तरह से हम लोग का हालत बनाए हैं हम लोग के लिए जस्टिस के लिए हम लोग यहाँ पे रैली कर रही है आज में इसलिए आई बिलीव दैट द गवर्नमेंट विल सेंड आस्क जस्टिस जुलाई को हुआ था हम लोग का इंसिडेंट दुर्घटना हुआ था ये बहुत दुख का बात है कि हम लोग का ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया का पालन नहीं हुआ जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है सब इंडिया के जो जनता के लिए है सबके लिए है लेकिन यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रहा है कि हम लोग का जो आर्टिकल है आर्टिकल 22(1) और आर्टिकल 22 जो में जहाँ में लिखा हुआ है कि जो कानून का जितना रखवाला करना है वो सब पालन नहीं होके जैसा लोग का हालत किया था हम लोग का तीनों भाई जो लोग का नाम है ललबी कुमार ललित ओइमार और लर्निंग सांग वो लोग का तीनों को इतना बुरी तरह से मार दिया था हम लोग का ह्यूमैनिटी के अगेंस्ट एक मानव जाति के लिए बहुत खतरनाक है और आशा करते हैं ऐसा घटना और सरकार से विनती करते हैं कि ऐसा घटना और नहीं होने के लिए और सबको न्याय देने के लिए हम लोग को न्याय चाहिए जितना आज में यहाँ पे रैली नहीं करते न्याय हम लोग को न्याय चाहिए हम लोग को न्याय नहीं मिलने से और कैसा होगा और आने वाले समय में हम लोग का कैसा होगा ये सब हम लोग को पता नहीं है लेकिन ये आज में जो घटना हुआ है और दूसरे तो ऊपर में भी आ सकता है इसलिए हम लोग विनती करते हैं कि हम लोग का जो सरकार है और न्याय का जो जितना हम लोग का सुप्रीम कोर्ट है जितना हाई कोर्ट है हम लोग को पूरा न्याय हम लोग का सबके लिए देने के लिए हम विनती करते हैं आज में जितना अच्छा हुआ है हम लोग सरकार को विरोध आज से हम लोग विनती करते हैं আমার যোনটো 16 জুলাই শিলচৰ ঠাইত আমাৰ বুথ তিনিজন আছে তাতে আমাৰ ওইমাৰ ললবি কুমাৰ আৰু জশুৱা লৰ্নিং চাং তিনিজনৰ একদম যোনটো ন্যায় আছিলে আমাৰ সেইটো যোনটো এগেইনষ্ট একদম চৰকাৰৰ এগেইনষ্টটো আমাৰ এইটো হিউমেনিটিৰ এগেইনষ্ট হৈছিলে সেইটো কাৰণে আমি ইয়াতে আহিছিলে আমি ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰিছোঁ কি আমাৰ সেইটো ৰেলী হয় সব মানে গোটেই মানুহ হয় আমি ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰিছে চৰকাৰৰ কি ন্যায় আৰু জাষ্টিছটো পাব লাগে নহ'লে এইটো আমাৰ ভাৰতৰ নহ'লে অসমৰ নহ'লে যোনটো জাতি মানে প্ৰত্যেক জাতিৰ কাৰণে এইটো ভাল নহয় এইটো আৰু আগৰ দিনৰ কাৰণেও বেয়া হ'ব সেইটো কাৰণে আমি সেইটো ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰিছোঁ
position hai silan program ini itu komisi lai semua mungkin macam keso ini yang untuk komisi lah tuli tuli kong ini pak tidak sehitan salam langa imun bilang wa kuna ni hak sunga hak agun ding program umzia mobilization ang ding ko na kingo man lo lewa kino ta ko hizin de bang in zom pi yong ke sa do kon ke sa man kon hizin zong le uni hin gel sang ni ho nam sun ke den ang si han le Kaya sanam di tambin, di chung ipang sakung sehir lang chung masih di tambal kah itu, itu tambin pang chung di mana, pang nak kong jing diu di kerja timnya kerja kaya so apa yang orang yang cakap apa
Mak Lili.
A memorandum submitted to Sri Himonto Biswa Sharma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, to the District Commissioner of the Mahasau District on the 24th July 2024 by the Mhar Women Association HWA Assam Hills Region and Kuki Women Association KWA Assam. To Sri Himonto Biswa Sharma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dispur, Guwahati, Assam, through the Chief District Commissioner, the Mahasau District, Assam. Subject, request for commissioning a special investigation headed by judges of Supreme Court to investigate the extrajudicial actions of Assam Police with regards to the death of 3 youths from Mhar community in Assam. Sir, with the Kuki Women Association KWA and the Mhar Women Association HWA, Assam Hills Region, for submits this memorandum for your kind consideration to initiate an investigation into the extrajudicial killings of 3 youths in Kachar district of Assam on the 16th of July 2024. The organization would like to draw your attention that there has been a gross violation of human rights, fundamental rights, and the constitutional protection guaranteed to the people by a section of the Assam Police. Disregarding the rules and procedures established by law, the Assam Police has attempted to cover up the extrajudicial killings to protect itself, despite the compelling evidence which is conclusive of the allegation made against it by the victims' families that it was a fake and staged encounter. We have, therefore, the constitution of a special investigation team headed by judges of the Supreme Court of India for a detailed investigation to understand the facts of the case as they stand. We are completely shocked by the appalling facts that have come to light during our inquiry, which we would like to bring to your attention. These are the following. Number 1, the deceased victims, Lalung Oy Mhar, 21 years, Lalbekung Mhar, 33 years, Joshua Larinsang, 35 years, are convicted and criminalized by the Assam Police without trial as per procedure laid down by law. It is still unclear under which section of the BNS or IPC the deceased were arrested and killed. It is very likely that the deceased were denied their fundamental rights under the Article 22(1) of the Constitution, namely their rights to be informed of the reason for their arrest. The Assam Police did not produce the deceased youths before the nearest magistrate within 24 hours, which is a complete violation of the procedures to be followed and laid down for every arrest. Instead, the Assam Police kept the deceased youths in police custody till the next day. Number 5, the family members, friends and relatives of the deceased have given sworn testimony indicating that they were not informed of their arrest. This failure to notify them of the arrest is a violation of another fundamental right guaranteed under Article 22(2), which provides individuals with the right to inform their loved ones about their arrest and the reasons behind it. Number 6, they were denied their fundamental right to consult legal aid of their choice, although it is learned that they had spent the night at the police station. Number 7, the family members of the deceased got the news of their arrest and death from the social media, internet, the news and information which they should have rather received it first from the police. Number 8, a video that has resurfaced
on the internet depicts the deceased individual cooperating with the police and showing no signs of resistance during the arrest. This portrayal suggests that at the time of the incident, the individual did not pose a threat to peace, public order, or society as a whole. As a result, it calls into question the justification for the use of force by the police in this situation. Without evidence of aggression or violence towards the officers, the notion of the police defending themselves in this encounter seems unfounded. Number 9, another video taken after the arrest depicts the deceased individuals kneeling on the ground, blindfolded with their hands tied behind their backs, being harassed by police officers. This disturbing footage showcases the vulnerable position in which the deceased men were placed as they face potential threats to their very lives by such egregious abuses of power by the police. Number 10, the clothes worn by the deceased men during their arrest and after their death are not the same. Number 11, aside from the violations of the above-mentioned fundamental rights and protection given by the law to the suspects, it is evident that the deceased youths were denied the right to equality under Article 14 of the Constitution. They were denied the right to avail the protection and benefits other suspects enjoy, and they were denied the right to fair trial guaranteed to them by the Constitution under Article 21. Thus, it is evidently clear that the Assam police lied regarding the cause of death of the victims, which we believe they did so to evade any further investigation that could expose the heinous crimes that had committed. The suspects succumbed to death while they were under the custody of police as a result of their arrest and at a place outside the police station, with a video existing as proof wherein, in the said video, the suspects were seen being blindfolded, hands tied, and forced to kneel down, surrounded by aggressive police personnel. However, contradictory to the video evidence, the police notice said they died during a cross-fire exchange between militants and the police. Producing the suspects before the magistrate should have been the priority, and protection of the suspects under their arrest is their duty rather than exposing the suspect to a dangerous environment, even if we gave them the benefit of doubt on the existence of more militant groups in the area where the suspects succumbed to death. However, they, on the pretext of further investigation of the case, which could have been done later and without the involvement of the suspects, caused the death of the suspects. Sir, it is therefore justified to conclude that the suspects lost their lives due to extrajudicial killings by the Assam police, organizing a fake encounter with the Supreme Court, which the Supreme Court observed and equated to cold-blooded murder in its judgment on Prakash Kadam versus Ramprasad Viswanath Gupta case in 2011. The above findings lead to the conclusion that there were widespread violations of fundamental rights and human rights granted under the constitutions against the arrested suspects since the arrest and even after their death. In this case, the Assam police violated the supremacy of the constitution and the rule of law. If adequate measures are not taken that could deter other police forces in the country, it will serve as a green light for the other unethical police forces to misuse their power and authority. Unethical police personnel like them pose a threat to democracy, the constitution, and the citizens. Therefore, protecting citizens from unethical activities and abuse of power is a necessity for a constitutional democracy like ours. Since the cause of their death is being recorded by the police as death succumbed during a cross counter-firing, it becomes increasingly challenging for any investigation agency to delve deeper into the matter. Despite the overwhelming evidence against the police readily available on the internet, the blatant violations of the suspects' human and fundamental rights remain unchecked from the moment of their arrest to their untimely demise. As such, the only viable solution to ensure justice for the victims and their grieving families is the establishment of a special investigation team led by a judge or judges from the esteemed Supreme Court. This approach will guarantee a thorough and impartial examination of the events leading to the tragic loss of life, untimely delivering the justice that is rightly deserved. An impartial investigation headed by judges of the Supreme Court is an absolute necessity in order to maintain integrity and credibility in the process. The potential risks of threats or bribes influencing the outcomes of the investigation are significantly lower when conducted by a commission under the guidance of the highest judicial authority in the country. Such a commission would serve as a powerful deterrent against corrupt practices within the police fraternity, preventing them from wielding unchecked power over the lives of citizens. It is crucial to uphold the principles of justice and fairness by establishing a special investigation team commission led by Supreme Court judges to ensure accountability and transparency in the process. Lastly, the justice for the victims, particularly in this case and the fate of many others who can become victims, depends upon our decision today. Believing in our wisdom and your empathy for the vulnerable sections, including the scheduled tribes of India, we are confident of a positive response from your office. With warmest regards, sincerely yours, Hemi Tolor, President HWA Assam Hills Region, Laringhem Pulamte, General Secretary HWA Assam Hills Region, Helen Singh Soon, President KWA Assam, Chongwak Lenthang, Secretary KWA Assam. Copy for kind information to Chairperson, National Human Rights Commission of India, the Chief Secretary, Government of Assam, the Director General of Police, DGP Assam, the Secretary, Home and Political Government of Assam, the District Commissioner, the Mahasau District Assam, the District Commissioner, Kachar District Assam, got file.
Tu hin hang fe un lam ho